Today I'm going to show you how to use Google Forms to create a quiz or assignment. First of all, we need to get to Google Forms. You can get to Google Forms by using your waffle, and you can go through your Drive, or you can scroll down and click the Forms button. When you click this button, it's going to take you to this page. You can either choose a blank new form, or Google Forms has created a quiz template. I'm going to go ahead and click the blank quiz template. And first things first is I'm going to rename my quiz. You can add a description if you want to, but you don't have to. I like to go check my settings right away. We've got general, presentation, and quizzes. We can start off with quizzes. Since this is a quiz template, this is already selected, but if you were opening on a blank Google form, you would have to toggle make this a quiz. You can use locked mode on Chromebooks. This just means that students aren't able to leave the tab when they are taking the quiz. I do not recommend this if you are asking them to go read an article or watch a YouTube video within the assignment. You can then choose when to release the grade. Immediately after each submission is a good idea when you are just using multiple choice or automatically graded questions. Or later, after manual review, those are good if you include short answer or paragraph questions. You can then choose what they see when they get their auto-graded back. Missed questions, correct answers, or point values. It's also important under General to collect your email addresses. This way you can actually send your grades back. I like to restrict mine to Brush High School, and I like to limit to one response. When you limit to one response, this allows students to go back in and finish an assignment if they didn't finish in the allotted time. So this might not be a good idea for a quiz, but if you have it limited to one response, they can then go edit after they submit and they don't lose any progress on their work. It is really important that they click submit even if they are not finished with the assignment. Under the presentation tab, you can show a progress bar that will show how many questions they have left to answer, and you can choose to shuffle the questions. You can also change your confirmation message. Maybe it's going to say, have a good weekend or great job. So this actually starts off with a question created. I'm just going to type in my question. Question 1. There are several different types of questions you can ask. You can do short answer, paragraph, multiple choice, checkbox, drop down. Drop down is really good for vocabulary. You can have them do a file upload. Let's say you wanted them to turn in a picture that they had to hand draw. They could take a picture of their picture and turn it in digitally. They can do a linear scale, multiple choice grid, checkbox. These are more for opinion questions versus this section is more for auto grading. So for your questions, you need to add your options. In order to make this a quiz, you need to include the correct answers. So we're going to do answer key, we're going to select the correct option, and we're going to make sure we change our point value. Your question can have multiple correct answers. Just remember that if they don't have all 3 of these correct, they're not going to earn the appropriate points. Go ahead and click done. You can duplicate your questions here. I like to use that for vocabulary, so that way I have the same options for like a drop down. You can delete your questions here and you can make them required to answer. You can also add in text information, so you could do like a title where maybe these are your multiple choice questions. You can add in a picture. Let's do puppy. Maybe you're going to have them label the parts of the puppy. You can also add in a YouTube video. This could be a direction video, so how to calculate percentages. Go ahead and click and select. So this could give directions, or it could be a video that you want them to watch and then they can answer the questions based on the video. Lots of options there. You can also add different sections. So this will actually separate your pages. So when we go ahead and preview this, you'll see we've got our text, we've got our picture, we've got our video and our question. But when we put that second heading in there, it changes to part 2. So that is how you create a quiz or an assignment using Google Forms.